Hello everyone, and welcome back to Learning English with Noel. Today we're diving into episode 18, and our topic is one of the most essential situations any traveler will encounter: staying at a hotel. Whether you're traveling for business, for study, or just for leisure, knowing the right English phrases can make your stay much easier, more comfortable, and less stressful. Jessica, it's so great to have you here. How are you today?
Hi Noel. I'm really excited about this episode because hotels are such an important part of travel. I think so many people get nervous when checking in, especially in a foreign country. It can feel overwhelming if you don't know the language, the customs, or even what questions to ask.
Exactly, Jessica. And that's why today we'll go step by step. We'll cover the entire hotel experience: checking in, asking about facilities, making special requests, using room service, dealing with problems, checking out, and even some fun idioms related to hotels. By the end of this episode, listeners will feel much more confident speaking English in real hotel situations.
That's right. So, let's start with the first moment, arriving at the hotel. Imagine you've just arrived after a long flight or a long train ride. You're tired, maybe a little jet-lagged, and the first thing you need to do is find the reception desk.
Yes. When you approach the front desk, the receptionist will usually greet you with something like, "Good afternoon. Welcome to our hotel. Do you have a reservation?" Now, this is a very standard phrase. It's polite, professional, and it immediately tells you that they want to check if you've booked a room.
And your answer depends on whether you have booked or not. If you have, you can say, "Yes, I have a reservation under the name Jessica." Or, if you booked for a specific number of nights, you could say, "Yes, I booked a room for 3 nights, starting today."
Exactly. And if you didn't book in advance, it's okay to ask politely, "Do you have any rooms available?" This shows respect, and most of the time, the staff will check for you. Sometimes, especially during busy seasons, the hotel might be fully booked, so being polite can make a big difference.
After confirming your reservation, they'll usually ask for identification, such as a passport, and a credit card for the deposit. You might hear phrases like, "Could I see your passport, please?" or "Can I have a credit card for the deposit?" These are very standard. It's just part of hotel security and verification.
And then comes the room type. You'll often hear, "Would you like a single room or a double room?" A single room is meant for one person and usually has a single bed. A double room can accommodate 2 people, but it might have either one large bed or 2 smaller beds.
I remember once in Thailand, I asked for a double room, expecting a big bed for 2 people, but the hotel gave me 2 separate beds. That's why it's always good to ask politely, "Is it one double bed or 2 twin beds?"
Exactly. And after that, the receptionist usually gives you the room key and explains some basic information about the hotel: which floor your room is on, breakfast times, pool hours, gym access, or parking information. Listening carefully at this stage saves confusion later.
Another important tip is about luggage. Many hotels provide bell service. You can politely ask, "Could someone help me with my luggage, please?" This is useful if you have heavy bags or multiple suitcases.
Yes. And don't forget to note the emergency exits and fire procedures. Hotels usually post this information in the room or give you a brief overview at check-in. It's also polite to thank the receptionist before heading to your room. Saying, "Thank you very much for your help," goes a long way. Part 2, asking about hotel facilities. Once you've got your room key, the next thing most travelers want to know is about the hotel facilities. Jessica, what's usually the first thing you ask about?
Breakfast is my top priority. I always ask, "Is breakfast included in the room rate?" Sometimes hotels include it, sometimes you need to pay extra. If it's included, I also ask, "What time is breakfast served?"
Timing is very important. Some hotels serve breakfast from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m., others from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m., and not all breakfasts are the same. Some are buffets where you serve yourself, while others are set menus or continental breakfasts with just coffee and pastries. Knowing this helps you plan your morning.
And in today's world, Wi-Fi is essential. I always ask, "Is Wi-Fi free in the room?" or "Do I need a password for the Wi-Fi?" Some hotels only offer free Wi-Fi in public areas like the lobby, and the rooms might require extra payment.
Yes, I once stayed in a hotel in Europe where Wi-Fi in the room cost €5 per day. Always check so there are no surprises.
Another facility I ask about is the gym. Do you have a fitness center or gym, or what are the gym hours? Some gyms are open 24 hours, which is great for early risers or late night workouts.
Pools are another common question. Is the pool open? Or what are the pool hours? Some hotels also have spas, saunas, or rooftop lounges. Knowing these hours helps you plan your day.
If you're driving, parking is important. Is parking free, or do you have valet parking? Helps you avoid confusion or unexpected fees.
For longer stays, laundry becomes critical. Do you offer laundry service, or is there a self-service laundry room? Some hotels charge a lot, so it's best to know in advance.
I remember staying in London where washing one shirt cost £5. Sometimes it's cheaper to hand wash in the sink if necessary.
Part 3: Upgrading rooms and special requests. Jessica, sometimes travelers want something extra when checking in, like a better view or a higher floor. Have you ever asked for an upgrade?
Yes. Once in Bali, I asked if there were any rooms with an ocean view. I said, would it be possible to get a room with an ocean view? The receptionist checked the system and said, yes, we have one available for a small extra fee. I agreed, and it was amazing. I could see the sunrise over the ocean every morning.
That sounds incredible. And it shows that politely asking can really improve your stay. Some useful upgrade phrases include, do you have any rooms on a higher floor? Could I get a room with a balcony? Is it possible to upgrade to a suite?
And sometimes, if the hotel isn't fully booked, they might upgrade you for free. Politeness often works better than just asking directly.
Exactly. Another common request is for a quiet room away from noise. You could say, could I have a quiet room away from the elevator?
Late checkout is also very helpful. Normally, hotels require checkout by 11 a.m. or noon, but if your flight is later, you can ask, is late checkout available? Sometimes it's free, sometimes there's a small fee.
Families may request extra beds. Could you add an extra bed in the room? Or, you might need special items, like a baby cot. Could I request a baby cot for my child?
Extra pillows, blankets, or even hypoallergenic bedding can be requested. Hotels want to make your stay comfortable if you ask politely.
And don't forget to ask about accessibility if you need it. Do you have rooms with wheelchair access, or is there an elevator available? Part 4: Room Service and Dining. Jessica, let's talk about food. Some travelers love room service, some prefer hotel restaurants. How do you usually order room service?
I usually look at the menu in the room and call, hello, I'd like to order room service, please. Then I tell them what I want. Could I have a club sandwich and a Coke?
And the staff will usually tell you how long it will take. Your order will arrive in 30 minutes. The charges are added to your room account, so you pay at checkout.
If the hotel has a restaurant, I ask, do you have a restaurant in the hotel, or what time does the restaurant close? Some hotels offer buffet dinners with multiple cuisines, others have a smaller menu with local dishes.
I remember a hotel in Dubai that offered international buffet dinners every night. I asked, is dinner included in the room rate? They said no, but I tried it anyway, and it was incredible food from around the world.
And drinks are important too. Is there a bar in the hotel, or do you have a happy hour? Many hotels have special promotions in the evening.
Some hotels even offer 24-hour room service, which is very convenient if you arrive late or are in a different time zone.
I arrived in Japan at midnight once, and the hotel had a small night menu with snacks. It was perfect because I was exhausted from my flight.
Little things like that really improve your experience. Part 5: Housekeeping and Laundry. Jessica, another essential part of hotels is housekeeping. Have you ever needed to call for something special?
Yes, many times. Sometimes the room only has one towel, but I need two. I call and say, hello, could you send an extra towel to room 402, please?
Other common requests include, could I have an extra blanket, or could you please clean the room now?
And the door signs are important. Do not disturb means housekeeping should not enter. Please make up room means you'd like the room cleaned.
Laundry is another key service. Ask, how much does it cost to wash a shirt, or when will the laundry be ready? Some hotels offer same-day service, others may take longer.
Laundry is another key service. Ask, how much does it cost to wash a shirt, or when will the laundry be ready? Some hotels offer same-day service, others may take longer.
Some hotels are very fast, others slower. Asking in advance helps manage expectations. Part 6. Hotel Problems and Complaints. Jessica, sometimes things go wrong. What's the most common problem you've faced?
Once in Singapore, the air conditioning stopped working. I called the front desk. "Excuse me, the air conditioning isn't working. Could you send someone to fix it?" They apologized and fixed it within 30 minutes.
Polite language goes a long way. Other phrases you might need include, "My room is too noisy," "The TV isn't working," "There's no hot water in my shower."
Or missing items, "There are no towels in my room," or "My room hasn't been cleaned yet."
You can start politely. "I'm sorry to bother you, but could you help me with this?" Usually works better than sounding frustrated.
You can start politely, "I'm sorry to bother you, but could you help me with?" This usually works better than sounding frustrated.
Part 7. Asking for directions and help. Hotels are also great for guidance. Have you ever asked staff for directions?
Many times. "Could you tell me how to get to the nearest train station?" or "What's the best way to reach the airport?"
You can also ask for local tips. "Can you recommend a good restaurant nearby?" Or "Are there any must-see attractions in the area?"
You can also ask for local tips. "Can you recommend a good restaurant nearby?" or "Are there any must-see attractions in the area?"
This is especially helpful in countries where signs and public transport are confusing. Part 8. Concierge Services and Bookings. Jessica, let's talk about the concierge. They handle special requests, tickets, and tours.
I often use the concierge to book tours or transportation. "Could you help me book a city tour for tomorrow?" or "Can you arrange a taxi to the airport?"
Other useful phrases. "Do you have tickets for the local theater?" "Could you recommend a good tour company?" "Can you make a reservation at a nearby restaurant?"
Concierges know hidden gems and local experiences that aren't in guidebooks.
Part 9. Funny Hotel Stories. Jessica, hotels can also be funny. Any memorable story?
In Italy, I left my toothbrush in room 502. I called, "Could you send it back to me?" They laughed and mailed it.
In Japan, I didn't know how to use the bidet and soaked my pants.
Funny stories make travel memorable.
Part 10. Hotel Idioms. Room for improvement. The hotel service was good, but there's room for improvement. Check in on someone. I called my friend to check in on her while she was traveling. Packed like sardines. The elevator was packed like sardines during checkout time.
Idioms make English sound natural and fun.
Part 11. Checking out and paying the bill. Can I have my bill, please?
Does this include all charges, and could I get a receipt?
Check for mistakes. I think there's a mistake on my bill. Could you check it?
Return your key. "Thank you for your service. I really enjoyed my stay." Ask for a taxi if needed. "Could you call a taxi for me, please?"
Part 12. Recap and closing. We covered everything. Checking in, asking about facilities, upgrading rooms, room service and dining, housekeeping and laundry, dealing with problems, directions and concierge, funny stories, idioms.
Practice these phrases. Hotels are easier and even fun with the right English.
Confidence grows with real-life practice.
Always make polite requests.
Thanks for joining me, Jesica.
Thanks, Noel. Great time.
Thank you, listeners, for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share, and keep practicing English.